So the piece is based on these talks by Brene Brown on TED Talks. She talks about vulnerability and courage, and in order to be creative and open, we have to make ourselves vulnerable. I think that at first there was definitely a barrier between them and me. They were always really open, but there was like an emotional barrier between them and me, and I feel like it's not like that anymore. It's gone. I'd say it's 100% gone, actually. They're super, super open to moving differently, super open to behaving differently, super open to being less gymnastics and more quality oriented, which has been really fun. I think they enjoy it, and I enjoy the challenge of working with the artists because they're such a wide range. They're all so different. So for me, it's been a great growing period for me to learn to, accentuate each artist's strengths while trying to bring a little bit of myself, to their repertoire. Yeah. All right. Let's start from the top. From the top. How is that with Crash was usually so confrontational? How is that getting them to really feel and be vulnerable? And I was like, oh, that was really interesting. And then I started thinking, my husband, Mike, always makes fun of me, and we laugh about it sometimes. He's like, you're so reactive. Why are you so reactive? And I'll start laughing. I'm like, I don't know. It's just me. It's just how I am. It's hard to take the time. So because I feel like not being reactive or confrontational, as Mark put it, it's easier to be that way. It's easier to be like, bam, right? This is here. Yeah, got it. So that is rather than thinking about where the other person might be standing or whatever. So like that idea of like not being confrontational or reactive, I think is a lot more difficult, and it requires you to really dig in. And I guess that's what I'm asking you to start doing with the work, is to really dig in and not just be thinking about the movement. Because the movement looks good. I mean, there's a lot of room for movement, of course, but it looks good, and it's definitely evolving. But I feel like in terms of the intention, that's what's going to keep people engaged. It's not the movement, it's the intention, because you're asking them to watch a whole evening length work. And although I think there's a wide variety of movement in there, it's still but there's two things that I want to say, two major things that we need to start, just staying connected to. The first one is just making sure that you're keeping all those details that I do have time to work on and clean, that you're trying really hard to maintain, because as we all know, it always ends up that there's not enough time, as much time. I mean,